at least they're starting to protest. The blacks in the Southside now are fed up with the new mayor, who I think his name is Johnson, and he wants to have a sanctuary city, and they're saying this is BS. You're just giving everything that we had over to the illegal aliens.
Right.
This is a lot of those people actually went out and voted for Trump. They did it in New York. They did it all over the country. Isn't that something?
Yeah. It was. I mean, we know it's practically a clean sweep because it's. There's a lot of. Yeah.
All right. So do you got any rabbi rants or Ben and Jerry scoops?
No, but I see the little message there from JJ.
Yeah.
I think it's been. This is one of my longest stretches where I haven't been back to Raleigh because I've been all over the New York, New Jersey, Florida, mostly with the Jewish audiences. But I was actually thinking about maybe in March I might make an appearance in Raleigh. We'll see. It depends on my schedule. It's been very busy.
I'm going to Israel then.
What's that?
I thought I would go to Israel then, and do you know any really good tour guides there?
Nope, don't know anyone.
Okay, so let me ask you this. This is the last question. Do you believe that God committed many miracles in this particular war?
In this war? Oh, yeah. I think this war, has been...
Why now?
Why now? Well, A, we needed them. But B, when we're down, it's good to know that, get like a little wink from above. Let's put it that way. With the terrible atrocities and then to see some incredible things happening, like, and it's always through natural means. Like, for example, I think the whole beeper thing with the Hezbollah, to me, that was a miracle. That 15 years in the making, and not only that, we made money on it. We sold that in the beepers. That whole thing. Man does what we do, and God assists. And then there are other miracles like the splitting of the Red Sea.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get to why not the Holocaust? Why now? What's the difference between then and now? In our attitude, maybe.
Yeah, maybe because we have a state, and we're helping ourselves.
Yes,
we're helping ourselves. I think that's a big part of it.
Guided by God, who has now turned back towards us once again, because we're doing it ourselves and just asking, please guide us.
Yeah,
I think don't do it all for us. We can do a lot of it, but help us once in a while.
Right. I think there's a lot of truth when people say that God helps those who help themselves. It's also, if you think about it in very human terms, when someone comes to you, a guy who's poor, and he's coming to you every time he needs money, money. But then he comes to you and says, hey, you know what? I got a job. But you know what? I'm still struggling because I had many years without a job. And I need a little help. But in another 6 months, I won't need your help. You feel very differently giving someone money like that than someone who says, hey, I need your help all the time and I'm not working. And so I think when someone starts to help themselves, you're willing to give them a little bit of a push, Sure. And in that sense, it's, I think when God sees that we're doing what we can and we still need some help, I think he's more forthcoming. I don't know.
I do too. And I think that should be a major thrust in religion in fact, you ought to write a book about it.
Well, I think there actually you stumbled on the truth, Dave. That's in Hebrew, the word is called hishtadlut. Hishtadlut means putting in your efforts, and we're good with that. we're okay. We don't rely on a miracle. We do what we can, and then let hope God does His part.
Yeah, and I would guess that Christians listening to this should be motivated by it as well. In terms of, what do you really want God to just fix all your problems, or do you want to see what you can do? God
Exactly.
put us in His image, so He gave us a brain, at least
Yeah.
some of us, and you gotta you gotta check out Joe Biden. I'm not sure he has one, but he gave us a brain to be able to reason, to be able to try, to be able
Exactly.
to exist after we lose and keep going until we win.
Right.
And he's got that. I think God
Uh,
covers that, and I think He wants people to do it themselves and just get Him to guide a little bit, help a little bit here, help a little bit there, and that's it. And I think
yeah.
that's, I mean, how busy can you get God to be anyway?
Yeah. You're right. I think you're right.
It's a big world, but I'd hate to have to paint it.
Right.
All right.
It's